Welcome to 5 Minutes Ago, a show we wrote, 5 minutes ago.
To infinity and beyond!
With our hosts, Matteo Frabetti, Nihara Thomas, Stephen Hong, and Nari Kang. With this week's guest host, Bethany Eager.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Hey everyone, welcome to 5 Minutes Ago.
And a special welcome to our guest host this week, Junior Bethany Eager.
I'm so excited to be here.
Bethany, you told us a crazy story about your summer. Can you tell us more about that?
I got stung by a jellyfish last summer. My friends and I were on a trip, and on the first day we went to a beach, and I got stung on the left side of my hip, torso, and arm. I pulled it off myself, and I threw it at my friends in the water. I don't know how they didn't get stung.
Well, that's terrible, and that is why I don't swim in the ocean. Why don't we stop talking about the jellyfish and get to our announcements? Congratulations to Marauders of the Week. From last week, Akshaya, Vadivel, and Tess DeSantis. And now from this week, Cindy Way, Michael Pomer, and Emi Graf.
Reminder that we have no school on Monday, January 15th in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Midterms will take place from Tuesday, January 23rd through Thursday, January 25th.
January 26th will mark the end of quarter 2, and the course selection fair will take place in the morning.
Starting this Monday, the BHS will start composting with Black Earth Compost. Every Monday, look near the main stairs to dispose of your compostable items. More information can be found in the description.
The peer counseling program called Branch Out has begun. The program is meant to support all BHS students, and the walk-in schedule for the clinic is linked in the description.
The Junior Virtual Planning Night takes place on Wednesday, January 10th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. The presentation will cover the college process as well as other post-secondary options. The link to sign up is in the description for parents that are interested.
On Wednesday, January 31st, from 6 to 9 p.m., the high school is hosting a gap year fair to share more about post-high school opportunities, including summer and gap programs.
Are you looking for something fun to do this Friday night? The BHS All Night Party invites you to a comedy show hosted by the Watertown Hibernians. More information is provided in the description. And now for our sports announcements.
The boys hockey team is off to a good start this year, collecting 2 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Senior captains Matthew Pomer, Michael Pomer, and Sean Noon have been showing Belmont's physical toughness. Junior captain Adam Bauer leads the team in points, and captain Michael Mahoney keeps the defensive unit together. Juniors Dave Kamunjian and Zach Kafayan lead the team during practice. They look to take on a strong Middlesex league and compete for the title.
The girls hockey team is off to a great start this season, collecting 2 wins and 1 tie. They are in their first year of a co-op, with Watertown being led by captains Gretchen Hanley, Laura Rochi, Molly Driscoll, and Aislinn Devimi. Seniors Mia Taylor and Ruby Jones, alongside sophomore Evie Long, have shown strong efforts for the offense. The senior Katya Pisuk and freshman Elsie Lakin-Schultz and Martha Demas holding down the defensive wall. They look forward to the year and hope to make the state tournament. See the description for this week's schedule. And now for this week's art announcements.
Congratulations to all the musicians who performed in your senior districts this Saturday. You represented Belmont very well.
And now for this week's Hall Pass with special correspondent Henry Barnes.
Welcome to Hall Pass, where we give faculty a pass to be themselves. Today, we have Miss McCarthy on the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
As a special educator, you have to cover all of the subjects. So my first question is, are you a genius?
Of course.
What's 3 times 5?
15.
What's the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C.
What is the chemical formula for water?
H2O.
Who is Taylor Swift currently dating?
Travis Kelce.
Very impressive, although it should be me. Name something you don't know, if there is anything.
Well, I'd never know what day in the schedule in the 7-day cycle we're at.
Now, it says here that you like to be out in nature in your free time. I prefer the indoors. It's safer, it's less wet, and there are no insects that try and eat you or burrow their carcass into your flesh. Why would you ever choose to expose yourself to that hellscape?
I don't like insects, but there's just something about being outside. The fresh air, even when it's cold, just, it kind of releases you. You don't feel so trapped. Overall, I think that the positives outweigh the negatives.
So between hiking in the woods, swimming in a lake, or lying on the beach?
I don't know. I do like to get a hike in. And that's kind of all the time. I like to do that.
I'm sorry, but that is incorrect. The correct answer was stay in bed. Now, you've mentioned that you are the organizer in your family.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I guess I just kind of take charge when we're planning something, there's a vacation or a party or something that has to occur, I end up kind of taking that piece and taking it over so that it all kind of comes to fruition.
I am not very organized, so if you would please organize a typical day for me.
Okay, I'm not knowing you that well, but I imagine you wake up in the morning, right? Eat some breakfast, shower, good to put on clothes, make sure that you have all your materials, come in, go to your classes, hopefully on time, and then I guess come and interview wonderful people like myself.
You make it sound really easy, though I'm not sure where I'm supposed to fit Dance Like Nobody's Watching into that schedule, but okay.
Good point. Yep, you're right.
Oh, here's a strange tidbit. You've been hit by a car, not only once, but twice. Who exactly has it out for you?
Somebody, apparently. But I will say, the second I was in college and I had to return a paper, or I was passing in my final paper, the person apparently couldn't see that there was someone in the crosswalk and decided to skid out in front of everybody else and move along, and what they found was myself.
Did you at least turn the paper in on time?
Of course.
You are a lover of pizza, an aficionado, if you will. Who makes the best pizza you've ever tasted?
I was in Italy a few years ago, and I would say the pizza and the pasta, fantastic.
You're incorrect again.
Stonehearth.
I was hoping we could do a little pizza taste test. Will you give us your honest opinion?
Sure.
Slice one.
Okay. Excellent.
Slice two.
All right.
I'll take that one too.
Okay.
You just take a second and think about those. Here's slice three. Do you want a second bite?
I'm good on that one.
Are you sure? On a fair ranking system,
Yes.
which slice was the best?
You know, very different. Each are very different. They all have their qualities, but I think I'm going to go with number 2.
0 for 3 today. As we close out this interview, during which I think you've done a wonderful job, but mostly me, I've done wonderful. Is there anything you would like to say to our student body? Something that might inspire them, something that fills all the young, growing minds in this building with hope and motivation?
So, let me think.
I'm afraid we're out of time. This is the end of Hall Pass. We'll see you in the halls.
My favorite pizza place is Dragon Pizza. Not just because their pepperoni pizza is divine, but also because the owner cussed out Dave Portnoy.
2 weeks ago, we asked you if you prefer dine-in or takeout, and we got some great responses. Here are the top 3.
At number 3, after working at a restaurant, I'm not sure I want to eat at one again.
At number 2, I like to dine in because the food is fresh, warm, and it's also a way to save the turtles from choking on plastic.
And at number 1, we have, I prefer to eat with my own fork. Imagine the other thousands of mouths that have been on the dine-in forks. Barf.
And the winner was takeout with 53.6%.
This week, we want to know what side you sleep on.
What do you think, Bethany?
I sleep on my left side and turn in my sleep so by the time I wake up, my face is buried in the pillow.
Interesting. Sounds like you go from log to free faller. I personally sleep in the soldier position. Anyway, thanks so much for being here.
I've had a great time.
Bye!
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at 5minutesago_BHS. Also hit the QR code on screen to find the question of the week.